Yo, what's going on YouTube? It is your boy Ears. Hope you guys are having a great rest of your day, start to your day, whatever time it may be. And in this video, we have a lot to discuss about Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. We're going to be talking about skill-based matchmaking, the Warzone crossover, wildcards, field upgrades, weapons, perks, the kill streak system, and the time to kill, and honestly, a lot more. Now, I'm going to put this out there right now. I'm going to be playing a bit of the devil's advocate role because I feel like a lot of people are not digging deep and being realistic with what could happen with Black Ops Cold War once the general public gets the game. Players like myself and everybody else watching this video who did not have access to early gameplay or have access to play the game in its alpha build, because obviously playing and seeing gameplay against other YouTubers purposely moving around for content is very different than when it's going to be happening when the actual general public gets their hands on this game. Now, with all that being said, the like goal on this video is going to be 350 likes. So if you guys are enjoying the Black Ops Cold War content and want to see more videos of me breaking down this game, kind of digging deep, looking a little bit deeper, and voicing my raw, uncut, unfiltered opinions, make sure you guys absolutely smash like button on the video, subscribe to the channel, and also turn on those post notifications. Now we're going to be checking out some gameplay from Noah J, because he actually points out some good points and actually showcases a lot of the mechanics of this game, as well as the perks, weapons, wildcards, and stuff like that, and some things that I have not yet covered. So let's get right into it. Also, feel free to let me know down in the comment section, what are your opinions on this game? Are you guys liking it? Are you guys not liking it? What are your kind of concerns? Because I already know a lot of us have concerns about this, but I feel like some people are not voicing their concerns as honestly as they should. Now, we're going to be looking at some gameplay right now. First, I'm going to be talking about the skill-based matchmaking and how it's going to have to be, or preferably not implemented in this Call of Duty. Now, because there is going to be a Black Ops Cold War and a Warzone crossover. Now, if you guys are unaware, all the Black Ops Cold War weapons are going to be added into Cold War, or not, excuse me, into Warzone. And obviously, Warzone is going to be a free-to-play mode. So pretty much, if you buy Black Ops Cold War, you can have access to Warzone, and you could use all the weapons in, Warzone, which is awesome. I like that. It's kind of, bridging the gap between two different Call of Duties, getting people to have the potential to play, both games if they, were not interested in playing Cold War, or maybe if they weren't interested in Warzone Year 1, they could come and play Warzone Year 2. Now, what does this mean for the skill-based matchmaking? Now, Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War cannot have skill-based matchmaking for this feature, because realistically, what is the reason? Like, realistically, because I haven't seen anybody talk about this. What is the reason of playing Black Ops Cold War if you are a new player, if you can have access to all the content minus the maps? Because realistically, who really cares about the maps? Minus the maps, if you could just have everything in Warzone and have a chill session, and you can honestly level the guns up and plunder, which is a free-to-play mode, with Warzone. It just doesn't really make sense to me. And on top of that, because of the way that they've set up the kill streak system in this Call of Duty, there seriously is no reason to actually get better and improve at this game. So what's the point of trying to get better and improve? What is the point of sweating if they went ahead and changed the kill streak system to where virtually anybody, by just jumping on flags or just throwing, equipment and nades on flags, can get streaks? Now, I want to put this in perspective because I actually was, reading some YouTube comments, and people were making some really valid points about skill-based matchmaking, their fears about this Call of Duty skill-based, as well as Modern Warfare skill-based. Now, we all know, the initial launch of a Call of Duty is crucial. You want to get on the game, play with friends, have a good time. You want to experience the game when it's hyped, especially people who you actually want to play it with. Now, the problem with skill-based matchmaking is if you are an, advanced or an above average player, and you're playing with, your friends who, are just casual, below average players, they're not really that good, or they just don't really care to get that good, because there's, believe it or not, players who just do not care to get good. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just they play games for just relaxation. They don't want to sweat, which is perfectly fine. Those players might not want to play with you because your lobbies are going to be sweaty. They're not going to be fun. and it's going to take them out of their domain, out of their element, and they don't want to play in that because they have to try, and the lobbies that they want to play in, or they would get in, are just casual and relaxed. So it's kind of breaking up the community in a way at the same time when they're trying to keep the community together, because the worst thing you can have in a game is that you literally cannot play the game with certain people because it's not fun. Like that how does that make sense? Like that's just the complete opposite of what they're trying to do. Like imagine you're trying to play Call of Duty with your friends, but you can't play it with one of your friends because he's literally too good and you're not good enough to play in his lobbies because of the skill-based players in that room. It really doesn't really make sense. It can work from both ways, one player destroying all the other lower skilled players, which realistically happens or was happening in Call of Duty forever up until they implemented skill-based matchmaking. But stuff like this just is kind of funny to me, how they want to implement it, kind of bridging the gap by including Warzone, having it cross over into Black Ops Cold War, having all the weapons, but at the same time they're trying to alienate and divide the lobbies, probably unknowing, I'm going to say quote unquote unknowingly, by adding in skill-based matchmaking. I kind of think that's hilarious, and another reason why I think that this crossover could potentially do more harm than good as far as Black Ops Cold War goes. This honestly is only a W for Warzone, because at the end of the day, if it does turn out to be like that, there's just going to be a lot more players playing Warzone and Plunder than they would be Black Ops Cold War, which realistically, I want people to play Black Ops Cold War, but I cannot, dodge the fact that, I mean, if a free-to-play game, right, that's going to have all the weapons from a new Call of Duty you have to pay for, I mean, that's pretty awesome if you ask me, but, I digress. Now, what we're going to be talking about now is going to be the time to kill, which actually was pretty much revealed today. Exclusive Ace actually broke this down. I'm actually going to put a screenshot on the screen right now of the time to kill tables. Now, Black Ops Cold War is going to be number 2 as far as how fast or how slow the time to kill is, depending on how you want to word it. Now, obviously, Modern Warfare is going to be the fastest time to kill. Then it's going to be Black Ops Cold War with it slightly a little bit slower. And then it's going to be Black Ops 4 with the longer time to kill out of the 3 most recent Call of Duty games, which personally I am not upset with. I kind of like this. Treyarch games are typically, they're more tanky. Players take a little bit more shots to, die in these games. So I'm not really upset that Black Ops Cold War does not have a faster or just as fast of a time to kill than Modern Warfare. 'Cause I know a lot of people complained about Modern Warfare's time to kill. Personally, I didn't mind it. I personally like the Call of Duty games where you shoot people and they die really quickly. But in this game, as you guys can see from the gameplay, for the most part, when you shoot people, they're dying. It's not as snap fast. You're not going to be getting headshot melted like you were in Modern Warfare. But at the end of the day, you still have some time to, turn on a player and get out and get into more gunfights, which is good. And overall, it's going to, increase players' gun skill in this game, which I am all for. All right, so now we're going to be taking a look at the score streaks in Black Ops Cold War. But the funny thing about this is, I think people have forgotten what happened in World War II with requisitions. Now, if you guys are unaware, the entire score streak system in Black Ops Cold War has been changed. Your streak progress does not reset upon death. Every player essentially has built-in requisitions or a variation of requisitions in this game. Now, they did reduce the overall points per kill to kind of balance this out. It's 50 points per kill if you just kill a player doing no other special, I should say, task with this player. Now, what I mean by special task is maybe getting a double kill, triple kill, going on a 5-gun streak, 6-gun streak, taking people off of objectives, defending an objective, all those, additional point values that are going to be, granted per kill. But realistically, how often did you see Noah J get just a 50 point per kill? I saw people getting 200, 400, 500 points per kill. I saw a lot of additional point values granted, and that's kind of alarming to me. Now, the same kind of issue was happening in Call of Duty World War II, where players who realistically should not have been getting streaks were getting streaks because of them getting double kills, getting additional point values, killing players off of flags, getting attacking, bonuses, capping flags. Streaks were getting rained down with requisitions. And the kind of ironic thing about this in this Call of Duty, like I said, I'm playing devil's advocate, but I kind of want to voice my raw opinions and bring as much awareness as possible. If they really were not anticipating streak spam and I'm going to say air quotes, streak spam and bad players not getting streaks, then why is this a thing? Why is there a 90-second cooldown? That just right there is a red flag that they're anticipating everybody to be getting the max streaks in this game. Now, rewind back to World War II. Everybody in the late game, especially about 150 points in domination, were getting all their streaks. They were getting their ball turret gunners, their carpet bombers, all the annoying garbage, the fire bombs, all the annoying garbage that these players would nowhere near have if there was not requisitions in this game. Now, also remember, when these YouTubers, had access to early copies of the game, I saw a lot of team deathmatch and kill confirmed games. I did not really see that many domination games, any hardpoint games being played. Obviously, in team deathmatch kill confirmed, you're not going to be getting that much of a point value assist as you would be in domination and hardpoint. But when I did see hardpoint games, I did see multiple chopper gunners. I saw multiple attack choppers getting called in. I saw the streaks getting rained down. So that's kind of alarming to me. Like, okay, so when the general public gets this game, people who are going to be throwing themselves on flags, which is which is cool, play the objective, everybody is going to be getting hit with streaks. That's just what I can foresee happening because of the way the system is set up and the fact that there's a 90-second cooldown. I believe the developers, are expecting this to happen as well. So we have this is all the streaks we have right now. We have the RCXD, the spy plane, the artillery. All these have 90-second cooldowns. In my opinion, for the streak spam. Now we're gonna be looking at the loadouts right now. You guys can see here, shotguns are secondaries. You can run a shotgun as a secondary. You guys can see here, so that's gonna be a thing. Launchers again. So what I was saying in my previous video is correct. There's gonna be a SAM turn to take out streaks, and you have a launcher. Kind of redundant. I'm checking this out more. It's not an option yet, but there's a knife in the game. Stun smoke grenade. Frag C4 is all we can see. We have the proximity mine. This is going to be a field upgrade, a SAM turret, the jammer, as well as the field mic. So pretty much, we're having camping tools and tools to destroy a lot of the streaks. It's kind of funny that they have a SAM turret. And on top of that, you can run a launcher. I think they're predicting streak spam, folks. Like I said, I am playing devil's advocate here, but I'm also being realistic. Because why would there be two redundant items in a clash you can run if that was not going to be a foreshadow and something they predicted was going to happen? Camping tool, proximity mine. Granted, the cooldown is 3 minutes and 45 seconds, but that's probably going to be around the time when people are going to be putting up streaks that they did not earn. The jammer creates an electronic disruption field, disabling enemy field upgrades and degrading enemy minimap information. This could get annoying. There's a counter to that. Field mic deploys a recording device that highlights enemy sounds on your minimap. So that's probably going to be a counter to the suppressor or the silencer in this game. So you have engineer, detect enemy equipment and Scorestreaks through walls, see enemy Scorestreaks in your minimap, reroll care packages. So you're gonna be able to reroll care packages in this game. So like the stuff that was happening in World War II, pretty much requisition care packages. Detect, see Scorestreaks on your minimap, reroll care packages. Tactical mass, maximize resistance to flashbangs and stun grenades, immune to gas. So there's gonna be a gas grenade that we have not seen yet. Flak jacket, take less damage from enemy explosive and Molotov fire. It works really well. Flak jacket takes less damage from explosives and Molotov fires. Okay, quartermaster recharges equipment over 25 seconds. Okay, so we're going to be able to recharge the equipment with Quartermaster. So that's going to be kind of like the restock perk from Modern Warfare. Replenish ammo from fallen players. Okay. A camping tool. So we're going to be able to replenish our equipment. So probably another Claymore and a proximity mine you can replenish. I mean, I think there's a lot of tools to camp. A lot of people don't want to say there's a lot of tools to camp because it's going to promote it for objective play. But realistically, those players who are not good are just going to be getting kills, shooting people off the objective from camping. And they can recharge their equipment and get a Betty that they didn't really earn. Tracker in the perk 2. See imprints of enemy footsteps. Aim at enemies to reveal them on your team's minimap. Wow! So you can aim at enemies to reveal them on your team's minimap. Okay, this is a really good tool to kind of get players that are camping on the minimap. So that's actually a good thing, but I think it's going to kind of promote players to run Ghost as well, if that's going to be the counter. Cold-blooded, AI-controlled score streaks will not target you. Player-controlled score streaks will not highlight you. Show up cold on thermal. Players and vehicles won't see your nameplate. AI-controlled score streaks will not target you. Undetected by enemy spy planes whenever you are moving, planning or defusing bombs, or controlling score streaks. Enemy spy planes whenever you're moving, planning or defusing bombs, controlling score streaks. Sprint. Okay, sprint more quietly, resistance to field mic. Awesome. So Ninja's going to be, I feel like that whole, the six perks wild card is going to be very, very important in this game because I don't think there's going to be a counter to the tracker, which is strong. I see a lot of players using that to kind of mark you on the mini map, which honestly is going to be a good way to kind of get people out from camping.
Also, you can disable the health bar in the settings, apparently. Call of Duty Intel just tweeted out.
Equip any weapon in either slot and equip any perk. Danger close. Equip extra lethal and tactical equipment and start with max ammo.
Health bar, you can take it off. Danger close. Equip extra lethal and tactical equipment and start with max ammo. So this is the worst one. Check out the rest. These are the wild cards right here.
Noah J says it's the worst one. I'm sitting here thinking that's like a top tier one.
Zombies. I saw it. There's nothing I can. I mean, there's a 10-second clip. I know. I don't know what else y'all want from me, man. Here are the rest of them.
Lawbreaker. Equip any weapon in either slot and equip any perks. Danger close, honestly, to me seems pretty good. I don't really know what he was talking about because you can kind of play at your own pace with that. Especially with a resupply resupply perk. Yeah, danger close definitely isn't the worst one. That's going to be one of the most used ones. This is pretty good though. 8 attachments and equip extra perks. So I think personally danger close and perk greed are most likely going to be the two most used in public matches. Gunfighter, I feel like the way that the attachments are set up, because people in Modern Warfare don't know how to build class setups, or at least people who are not good don't really know how to build class setups properly. I don't really see this being used. I see danger close and the perk greed being used a lot in public matches. Personally, that's what I see being used a lot, and I kind of see a lot of an imbalance with the perk system. I think some of this is going to be adjusted. I mean, look at all the attachments. People are going to get confused, but this is pretty cool, though.
Look how many you can equip an attachment in every single slot. So this is the new creative class system. I'll kind of just show everything.
This is what you can do when you have the 8 attachments. You can have an attachment for every single slot. That's going to be pretty crazy, but at the same time, I feel that it's not going to be used that nearly. It's not going to be used as much because people are just not going to know what to run. Believe it or not, I'm calling it right now. People are not gonna know what to run unless they're actively looking up YouTube videos. Which there is a vocal. I'm gonna say there's a vocal minority who actually look up YouTube videos. Believe it or not, like a lot of people like to watch class set videos, but the general public don't really know what to run unless they're actually looking it up. So if you're going to be breaking this down, it could be usable, but I don't really see this being used that often in multiplayer.
Like the
to be honest.
Fire rate, aiming speed,
We'll have to see what the meta is going to be in the game. But you guys can see, you can literally run whatever you want in this game.
Okay, next game is about to start right now. Hip fire accuracy, so you can get even more hip fire accuracy, but minus aiming speed. Sprint out speed, which is.
So I'm gonna pause it right there. There's a lot of scary things about Black Ops Cold War. A lot of the perks seem unbalanced. Like I said, let me know down in the comment section what you guys think. A lot of stuff seems unbalanced. It's a lot of stuff that they just threw at us. A lot of things that we have not seen in Call of Duty before. And honestly, what I do not want to have happen is an overhaul 6 to 7 months down the line. But realistically, I really do see that happening because there's just too much. Now, I know that kind of sounds incredibly stupid that I'm saying that, but I feel like there's just too much being thrown out at us right now. But we'll have to see. Now, some of you guys might be asking, do I think there's going to be a callable nuke in Black Ops Cold War? No, I do not believe there's going to be a callable nuke in this game. There's never been a callable nuke in Treyarch games, and considering the fact that they've, destroyed streaking, or not really destroyed it, but they've kind of altered the way you get score streaks, I don't really see them putting it in here. Do I think there's going to be a nuclear medal you can unlock? Yes, because we did see a brutal medal, so I definitely see, a nuclear medal being unlocked in this game, which, we're going to be, getting and making videos on how to get that. So, honestly, like I said, I'm playing devil's advocate, but at the end of the day, folks, hey, I'm excited to go ahead, try this game, and learn it, break it down, and provide content because, that's what I do. I adapt. That's what we do on this channel. We adapt no matter what. So, hope you guys did enjoy. If you guys did, make sure you guys absolutely smash the button on the video, subscribe to the channel, and also turn on those post notifications. And shout out to Noah J, man. Thanks for the gameplay. You're the GOAT. I will catch you guys in the next video. Deuces.